Escobar is a go. Toros is a go. Naira Marley is a go. Olosho is a go. Ayinadin is a go, is a go.
Hi YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Adedayo. So as you can tell, I'm wearing my navy blue scrubs, so you already know what this video is gonna be about. It's gonna be one of my nursing videos, and if you're one of my subscribers, let me give a moment. I'm gonna insert like some really apologetic song in here. I just want to say I'm really sorry to my subscribers who really enjoyed the nursing videos. I've not been posting, you know, those videos in a while now, but I'm gonna change because I have a lot of ideas for you guys. There's just been so much going on, and we started my new job and orientation, and then work, like literally, still can't say that word. I go to work, I come back, I sleep, go to work, come back and sleep, like that's it. And I recently just switched now to what I was hired for, the night shift, so it's just a lot. Like my whole body, like it's nighttime right now and I am awake, like I'm ready, my day's just starting. So yeah, and I'm done with the violin. Okay, but yeah, so in this video I'm back. I'm going to be doing like a senior year, you know, like the song said, it's a goal, hey. So I'm going to be doing like I'm going to be doing this video for you guys just about senior year, some tips that I have for you. And if you're watching this and you just started your senior year, first of all, congratulations, that is really good. It's a goal, it's a goal. Okay, I'm gonna stop. And if you're watching this and you're in the final semester of your senior year, you've already, you know, finished the first half. Now it's just for you to finish the rest. The light is right there, like you can almost see it, like I can see clearly. But wait, not that clear because you didn't really graduate yet. So I mean, not. I'm just saying it is the truth. But yeah, so this is what this video is about, just some tips and some stuff, because some people have requested it, and I just decided I would do a video about it for everybody. And if you have any other ideas of things you would like me to do on this channel, especially in this nursing section, please comment down below and let your girl know. I'll be happy and glad to prepare myself and do everything, because with the nursing videos there's a lot more preparation that I have to do, because I don't want to just say a whole bunch of stuff or seem unprepared for you guys, because that's just not cool. So yeah, like I said, if you're in your senior year of your nursing program now, it's really great. Congratulations to you. Like, that is fantastic. You did it. Like, a lot of people, you know, who are your juniors or your sophomores or the lower classmates, underclassmen, they're looking up to you and they're like, oh my goodness, like you're where I want to be. Because I remember when I first started out the nursing program, I'll see the seniors, I'm just like, wow, I wish I was you right now. Even as a junior, I'll be like, I wish I was you right now. So, you know, give yourself a pat in the back and a clap, because that's really fantastic. But in your senior year, you know, I know throughout just the first semester, some people think when they get into to the senior year, they're like, oh, I did it, that's it, I don't have to worry, everything's good. I'm just gonna let you know right now, in some programs, and even when I was in my nurse program, some people fail out in their senior year, and it's for different reasons. I'm just letting you know, in your senior year you can still fail out of the nursing program. So don't sit here and try to say, oh, because some people are like, oh, it's my senior year, it's okay, I don't have to worry. Even I've heard from other people who have known, and they're like, oh, I didn't have to worry, and then, you know, stuff happens. So just don't start thinking it's senior year like in high school or the programs, they'll be like, oh, I have senioritis, I don't have to do anything. No, you have to keep it going and keep that passion and the zeal and the energy that you have, okay? So that's one thing first up. I like to clear the air and let that be known. Also, like, it's a lot, even though I just said senioritis, nursing students, we don't really have that. Although we try to think we do, but we don't, because we've already trained ourselves, and it just feels like in your senior year, well, at least for me when I was a senior, not that I wasn't doing as much, but it's like a different type of stress that you feel in your senior year, because you have to worry about you passing the exit exams and like all these proctored assessments that you have to take, you know, like all your courses, because in most programs they try not to give you so much of like a heavy not like a heavy load like how you had in your other previous classes. It's a different type of load that you take. Like, I remember I took like community nursing, and the first part I took like that, my last med-surg, my school had 3 med-surg, and the last was like critical care, and like we had other courses, the capstone, because we have capstone in my school, and we have 1 and 2, and so it was just like a lot. And you just have to take a minute, first of all, because I know you're excited, you're happy, you're like anxious, nervous, there's so much, and it's just, you gotta calm yourself down, take it all in, and just remember, like, listen, I made it this far, and I'm almost there. Like, you're almost at the end of the tunnel. So, oh my God, I almost said tunnel, like my dad. Like, side note, I remember when I first came to America, like, my friends would always put up, like, oh, excuse me, sir, where is the way to Lincoln Tunnel? And people would be like, like, tunnel, the tunnel, Lincoln Tunnel, like, and I literally just almost said it. So I still say a lot of weird stuff. If you're foreign, like, don't your parents just mess you up sometimes? Like, you say some words really weird and you just like like, that's how my parents always said it. But anyways, also in your like senior year, like I said, it's a different type of stress, but don't freak out. You already made this far. Like, there's this motto that I always said, and I got it from when I was actually about almost done, when I was done with school, and when I was getting ready to study for my boards and all that stuff. Is this saying? I've been saying it to my other, my lower underclassmates, classmates, I don't know. I've been saying this to them, like, whenever it's like they're feeling like the stress and it's too much. I'm just like, listen, God did not take you this far just to take you this far. So there's more greatness to come your way, and you're already right there. Like, you see the gate and you're about to step out. You're right there. Do not give up. Like, you're almost there, so keep it going. And that's all I have to say. And also with senior year preparation, after you pass the first semester, the second semester, it's more, you can take a little bit of breather, because you're literally like a few steps away. Just think about it, in like 4 or 5 months you're going to be graduating, and you're going to be getting your bachelor's degree or your RN degree, and you're now soon you're going to be getting ready for your boards, and you're going to be a professional, and you're going to be a registered nurse. So that one on its own is just like surreal. I know a lot of people feel surreal. They feel some a little bit overwhelmed, excited, like it's those emotions, because you're just like, oh my God, like I'm almost there. And and if you're watching this and this is your last semester of nursing, congratulations. Like, listen, you're already there. Like, in my book, you did it. Like, you're already there. That's it. You're a nurse. So just that little exam you have to take. But yeah, so that's with that section. But if you're in the second semester, I think in most programs that's when you have to take your exit exam. That's you take it, because I think the first part you take like a little practice one, and then the second semester, that's the one that counts. Like, you take your exit exam, you have all these practice exams that you have to take, and most schools have the NCLEX prep class that they put in, because that class, all those exams that you're taking and all that, because your school already prepared you all your other exams with the NCLEX style exams that you've been taking. So they're just looking to see, is this student, like, I'll use myself as an example, is Adedayo Kolawole ready to take this the boards and actually show that she's prepared, and you're not like good enough, but like you're prepared and ready to take the exam, to show that, because the NCLEX is supposed to be like any proficient nurse or proficient student, whatever, should be able to pass the exam. So are you competent enough, in your knowledge and what you know and everything you've learned, to actually pass this the boards? Because when you take it, the exam, and all the different exams, the common theme is that will give you like a certain percentage and a certain amount or level that you have to get in each program, with each school that you have to get, and it just will show. Like, most schools, I think mine was like 95 or 90%, I don't remember, or higher was what they want. I think it was 95 was what they wanted. And some schools, they give you like 1 or 2 chances to take it, and do those practice exams that the program gives you. Try to understand, because the stuff that you notice, what I would say with that course, when you're doing all those exams, why they're making you take all the different ones, if you know you're good in a certain area, especially if you just took like some classes that are recent, you'll probably be able to remember the stuff. But if you're good in a certain area, there's no point in you sitting there and keep taking the exams for the section. Like, if you're good in med surg, or you're good in pharmacology, or like patho or something, or maternity and peds, in maternity, and you're not so good in pediatrics, but you're over here sitting here taking all the maternity questions, and you're kind of good in med surg, or a certain section of med surg, or endocrine or something, or you know, you're like doing all this endocrine and GI questions, but you're not good in the cardiac section, you're not, you know, good in like respiratory section, you know, then of like med surg or whatever, don't, maybe you should, you know, be smart enough maybe to focus on those, on that section and the stuff that you're not good at, to build yourself, instead of you wasting your time and doing, you know, focusing on sections that you're already good at, you know, not good, but like you're, you know, competent in. Where if you give you a question 4 out of 5, you get like, I don't know, 3 or 4 of them right, you know what I mean? Like there's no point. But if you take like, you've taken endocrine and you're not so good in it, and like you 4 out of the 5 questions, you only get like 1, or you almost got the second one right, or 2 right, but then you chose the second best answer or something like that, then that's something you need to work on. So, and you know, like that's one thing, it doesn't change, things don't change like with certain systems, like, you know, endocrine, all, nothing, it doesn't change. The body, human body is not going to change. That's one thing I would like to say, because it wasn't until somebody told me that when I was at work as a CNA, they were like, calm down, the human body is not going to change. Your heart's gonna be your heart. It's just that some people are sicker and it might be a little different in some people. The lungs are gonna be the lungs, the skin's gonna be the skin, the, you know, all that stuff. So the anatomy is not gonna change. We're all the same, basically, almost. So, you know, don't freak out about stuff like that. But like I said, focus on the sections that you're not so good in when you're taking this practice exams and all the NCLEX preps. That's what I would say. You know, something I would have liked to have done more on, because I actually did know, because when you take the exams, it will show you like what parts are you weak in. Is it leadership? Is it like management? Are you weak in psych? Are you good in the psych, like diagnosis, but you're bad with the medications? Or you good with the medications for respiratory, but you're bad in the ones for the endocrine or like cardiac? Like, you know the stuff. Like, figure out, you know, some of these acronyms that you made up or you remember, because I would do some videos about that, by acronyms that helped me when I was in school, to help you remember some of the stuff, okay? Like, don't get rid of all that. It will be really helpful for you. So that's my spiel on the practice exams and the exit exams and all that. So do those questions, or like you could use stuff like some of the books, or the what was the book I used? I have to go check the books. I'll put them, like some of the books that I know are good. Sanders, was it? There was a one, it's like a Q&A. Was it Lippincott? I don't know what it was. It was like a green and purple book. If I remember, when I look it up, if I find it, I will give it, I'll put the name there. Know some of your strips, know your stuff. Just know the basics. And like, if you, the NCLEX is like a certain style. Once you can understand like the question, and like it's like a certain way they word their stuff, like when you can understand it, then it's, I don't know how to explain it. Like when we do the NCLEX one, I'll probably try to explain it better, but once you get the hang of it, like that's it. Or like they say in my culture, chicken, no, that's it, you know. So that's that's what I have to say about that. You know, with the studying section of, you know, with the senior year, I'll just say focus on that. And also don't forget to focus on, of course, what you're doing in whatever courses you're taking. But for most people, it's the exit exam and all the different classes that you have to take for the NCLEX prep are usually extremely important. So focus on the stuff that you're not good at, brush up on that, work on that. Once you know, feel like you're good in one section, move on, or try to do a little bit. And if you're one of those who you feel like you're good in everything, you're about good, you know, try to still work on, you know, work in every section, because there must be, you know, a certain area that you're not so good in. Okay, and another thing, with the senior year, most people, we're done with the exams and all that, most people think like you have to know exactly what field of nursing you're planning on going into in your senior year. You don't. I'm just gonna let you know right now, you don't. If you don't know what field of nursing you want to go into, because I didn't know what field of nursing I wanted to go into. I loved everything. I wanted to do everything. Wound care, L&D, pediatrics, ICU, burn ICU. I wanted to do everything. I even was like, you know what? I wouldn't mind doing community. Also, I wanted to do everything, because community nursing is actually pretty cool. And like my sister's a community nurse, and I was like, oh wow, it's really good. And I even was like, I would do same day. Listen, I did not know where I wanted to go. I wanted to do everything, okay? So if you don't know what field you want to go into, it's okay, all right? And if you do know what area and what field you want to start off into in nursing, that's really good. That's fantastic that you have a passion and you have something that you're really driven for also, like specifically. But here's the thing, though. when you're done with school and all that, or you're trying to apply for stuff, please do not just limit yourself to that area that you said that you're extremely passionate about in nursing. Because in some places, some people are passionate about working in like with labor and delivery, and some people are really passionate working with the kids, or working with in like the ER or ICU or the cardiac cath lab or something. But they're not gonna, some of those places, they wouldn't really hire anybody straight out of school, you know, who doesn't really have experience. Like you want to work in an OR or something like that, you need some experience, because you don't have some of the basics that will help you to, like, you know, get to gear and start doing what you have to do in like certain situations that could arise while at work. So do not sell yourself short. That's what I would say, because you might be thinking you're not selling yourself short because you know what you want to do, but you kind of are, because you never know. Because I've met some nurses who are doing like, listen, when I was straight out of school, I was like, I'm gonna be working in labor and delivery. That's what I'm gonna do. That's it. I don't want to hear anything anybody has to say. I don't care. Like, why would I want to be a dialysis nurse? Like, what? Why would I want to work in the ER? I didn't even think about that. And then with one of the ladies I met, she was like, I started in the ER and that's the job I got. I was really sad I couldn't get my L&D job, but then now it was like, let's fast forward 30 something years later, she has all these titles after her name. She's done so much that she fell in love working in the emergency department. So I'm just letting you know, do not sell yourself short, please, and just don't apply for that one section that you're interested in, and then ignore the other aspects of nursing. Because I do know some people who were like trying so hard to look for a job in a certain area and couldn't find anything, and I was like, listen, truth be told, you should probably just apply to other areas. You can always transition in like a year or so to the department you want to work in, because you have experience now behind your butt to cushion you and help you against now a new grad who's trying to take the position that you've been holding on and waiting on for like a year or two now. You know what I mean? So yeah, but that's about it. So it's okay if you don't know what you want to do, and also if you don't know what you want to do, then you can go to a certain area, you can figure out what you like, and you can like move around in the hospital, in the healthcare system, and look at other places you might want to work in. Or you might be working in one place where you were hired into when you first got out of school, and then now you go for your master's in that, like in psych or something, or in surgical step down stuff, or in I don't know, neuro or geriatric patients. Like or you decide you might want to be a professor because you joined the nursing educating department in your hospital. So that's what I would like my little spiel about that. So that's it. I hope this video is very helpful and it really helped you guys. If you have any comments or anything you'd like to say, comment down below. Again, don't forget to let me know. And I really hope you enjoyed the entire show. Did a little tour for you guys. Ta-da! Crazy good. I never stop. This is not a Pop-Tart commercial. Alright guys, thanks for watching. And again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Have a nice day and have a blessed one, guys. Bye.